persons and anywhere, you know, where the dogs can be used. So, next into the arena, we've got PC Shane Kerner with Police Dog Mac. And it's Mark's turn this time to be the baddie. Shane is one of our longest serving dog handlers, there he is. Shane's a Home Office approved trainer. He's been on the dog section for about, I don't know, 30 years, 15 years. He's one of our most experienced dog handlers and one of the senior ones here that we've got. He's now been attacked by the offender in the dog van, and we'll see how Mac gets him. Go on, Mac, out the window. And there he goes. And he's been called back as well. What a fantastic way. And the dog will stand off now, look. And the offender's standing dead still, and the dog won't bite him. That's how well trained these guys are with their dogs. Shane's also our dog specialist with the drugs dog. And you'll see a display in a minute with the drugs that we did this morning, which is excellent. What he's doing now, the dog is standing off again with the dog handler. That gives Shane a chance to go and search the offender for any weapons that he may or may not have. And the dog again will come look after his boss. If he's assaulted all of a sudden or kicked or punched, the dog will attack. The offender's obviously got a couple of guns on him today, and odds and ends and bits and pieces that he's being searched with. Arnold Schwarzenegger's had less guns than you. He's got about 4 pistols on him, ladies and gents. So he's being searched, and he's asking him if he's got any more on him. One word from the dog handler, the dog lies down, and he'll stay there like that for as long as he needs. He's like a coiled spring. He's ready to bounce. He's alert, and there he goes, bollop. There he is, pulled a baseball bat on the dog handler, and there's no escape for that. The dog will hold on, literally, until death, because he's looking after his owner. It's all a bit of fun for the dogs. They see it as a big, big bit of fun. But I wouldn't like it as a bit of fun myself. It's a safety padded armlet that they wear, and sometimes that's the dog's toy. So, give me my toy back, Dad, basically. So Shane's given him the word of command, and he's released the sleeve. And he'll now lie again with Shane until the offender's searched properly this time and taken into custody, obviously by other police officers. But it's not just Shane the dog looks after; he looks after us all, really. In a public order situation, if we're there with a group of offenders, the dog on a short lead is worth 10 police officers. They're fantastic dogs. And of course, in a very rural force that we've got in Devon and Cornwall Constabulary, it's one of the biggest forces in the country. As you know, it's probably quicker to drive to London from our headquarters than it is from Penzance. So there you go, Shane Kerner and Police Dog Mac. And of course, in line with human rights, the police dogs are trained to use minimum force, and they really do use minimum force, unless they're attacked or unless their owner's attacked, and then human rights goes out of the window, and they're protecting the police officer, so they're just fantastic. There you are, they're best mates. It's all one big bit of fun for them. There, look. He loves his dad. His dad's boy, and he's having a bit of fun now. Following the display this morning, the dogs were tired, so the owners took them out, the handlers took them out into the woods, gave them a long run. And as you can see, it's a tug of war, Dad. Good boy. I don't want to go in, Dad. I'm the star of the show. Yeah. Okay, ladies and gents. Well, we've got another display now, and it's with Mark again and Mirko. This time we've got a pistol used. So, as I said earlier, it's just a few loud bangs. Just if you're nervous or if you don't like it, put your fingers in your ears. It's only blanks we're firing. It's not live rounds. But it's great to see that the dogs aren't afraid of anything, you know. Ammunition being used. Sorry, not live ammunition. What am I saying? Blank ammunition. So there comes the offender. Bang. Can we have a police dog, please? Take the offender out. All police officers, stand back. Now this display just goes to show how brave police dogs are. Now, as police officers, we will stand back. If somebody's got a gun and they start shooting at you, we go away. We call the firearms team in and we call the dogs in. And we will not approach these people. Specialist firearms teams will go, well, look at this, you watch this. Bang. Fantastic. And that just goes to prove how these dogs aren't afraid of anything. And sending in the dog in this situation would really be a last resort. Because we'd have negotiators try and talk people to put the guns down. You know, everything we do to try and save a human life. And the last thing police officers want to do is shoot somebody. We have a firearms capability. You can see the firearms team over there. They've got their Heckler & Koch semi-automatic machine guns on display. The kids can handle them. They're unloaded. You can see the pistols. If the kids are going to guns, they can have a look at that. But this goes to show the bravery of the police dogs and how they work carefully with us. Look at that, fantastic. One word from the owner, let's go. Oh, he's picked the gun up again, he doesn't like that. I'll have a go again then. You silly man, leave the gun alone. So one word of command and the dog will release and the dog will attack again. And of course if he's got one gun, he may have two or three, so. And again they use toys to distract the dogs. And it's one game for them, really. It's all a bit of fun. What he's asking now is the offender to put his arms outstretched so he can be searched by the dog handler to make sure he's got no further weapons on him. And at all times, Mirko's keeping an eye on Dad, making sure Dad's safe and he's not going to be injured in any way. Of course, whilst he's handcuffing, if the offender does create or start making a fight with the officer, then he'll release the dog and the dog will attack him again, so it doesn't pay to. He'll be told to stand still, and if he decides to run, then he'll release the dog again. The lead that's been put on now is the short lead, and that's used for public order situations. If we've got a missing child or a missing person, and we work very closely with Cornwall Search and Rescue Team, what we'll do, they'll have a long lead on them, and the long lead is sent out with the dog, and they'll do a sweep of the area and pick up a human scent and follow the humans. So there you go, guys. Shane Kerno, Mark Hawkins, and Police Dog Mirko. Stars of the show without a doubt.